press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello children, subject EVS, topic air, new lesson, okay? Lesson number 6, air, in class 5th. Hello students, today I will teach you about air, okay? Today we are going to learn about air. Air is one of the natural resources, isn't it? Air is one of the natural resources. It is one of the natural resources. Air is one of the natural resources. Okay, and our earth is surrounded by layers of air called atmosphere. Understood? Our earth is surrounded by layers of air is called atmosphere. Understood? What we call atmosphere. Our earth is surrounded by layers of air. Layers of air is called atmosphere. What is atmosphere? Atmosphere means our earth is surrounded by layers of air. Layers of air is called atmosphere. Okay, see here. Air is one of the natural resources, isn't it? Next, our earth is surrounded by layers of air is called atmosphere. Our earth is surrounded by layers of air is called atmosphere. Okay. Air being a mixture of many gases. Understood? Air being is mixture of many gases is very essential for sustaining the life of animals and plants. It is very essential for the sustain the life of plants and animals. Okay. Okay, see here. Let me all do a small activities. We breathe in through our nose deeply, isn't it? We breathe in through our nose deeply and breathe out this air that we breathe in. It is a mixture of gases. However, for our respiration, we need one of the gases called as oxygen. We need, for our respiration, what we need? We need oxygen. Understood? You may know that we breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide, isn't it? We breathe in oxygen. We breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. Okay. Once again, see here. We need, for our respiration, we need oxygen. Okay. We breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. Okay. Carbon dioxide. Once again, for our respiration, we need one of the gases called as oxygen. We need oxygen that we breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. Okay, in this lesson, we will be learning more about air, such as the existence of air through experiments. Okay, in this lesson, we study about so many aspects, the existence of air through experiments. We know about the different components of air, different components of air. You will understand some characteristics of air, understand the uses of air and discuss about air pollution, water pollution, causes and effects and remedies also in this lesson. Okay. Next, let's start first activity. Okay. Air is not visible. Understood? Air is not visible. But its presence can be felt. Understood? Air is not visible, but its presence can be felt. Okay. How can we know that air is surroundings? How can we find air is surrounding? See here, let's write here to experience about it. So think about this one time when you switch on the fan. When you switch on the fan, what happened? You can feel the air, isn't it? When we switch on the fan, what happened? We feel what we feel? We feel the air. We feel the air that is blowing from the fan, isn't it? Once again, listen here. When we switch on the fan, what happened? You can feel the air. Understood? You can feel the air that is blowing from the fan. This can be first experience of it. That is, when we switch on the fan, what happened? We feel the air that is coming from the fan, isn't it? And we air presence. Understood? Here we felt, isn't it? And next experience, window seat in moving vehicle. Understood? When you sitting in the window seat of a moving vehicle, when you sitting in the window seat of a moving vehicle, when you sit in the window seat, you can feel the wind. Understood? You can feel the wind that is blowing our face or blowing on your face, isn't it? When we are sitting in the window side of a moving vehicle, what happened here? When you sit in the window seat, you can feel the wind that is blowing on your face, isn't it? We also have experience. Air is a mixture. Air is a mixture of different types of gases. Air is a mixture of a different types of gases. Okay. Now let's learn about the different components of air. Now we study about different components of the air. Different components of the air. Okay. Air is a mixture of different components of gases. Okay. Now let's learn the different components of air. Air is majorly made up of or composed of nitrogen. See here, air is majorly made up of nitrogen. Here we see major component is nitrogen. Nitrogen, which is 78%. 78% in air. See here, now we learn about the components of the air. Understood? Here we see different types of gases, different components of air. Air is majorly made up of nitrogen. See here, air is majorly made up of nitrogen, which is 78%. Understood? In air. The next component, the next major component is oxygen. The next major component is oxygen, which is 21%. 21%. Okay, see here. Here see nitrogen which is 78% in air and oxygen which is 21%. Next we see, we know that we need oxygen, isn't it? We need oxygen. For what? To breathe. We breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. Okay. The carbon dioxide component of the air is much lesser than oxygen. Once again see here, listen here, the carbon dioxide component of the air is much lesser than oxygen and it's only 0.04%. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide which is only 0.04%, which is only 0.04%. See here, blue color. Okay. Finally, we have to see other components of air which include water vapor, noble gases. Noble gases means what? Neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon and helium. Understood? These are noble gases. Okay. See here, we have to see other components of air which include water vapor, noble gases and dust particles. They make up 0.96%. We see here other water vapor, dust particles, noble gases and dust particles. Dust particles, particles 0.96%. Okay. Once again, I will repeat you. Air is a mixture of different types of gases. Okay. We study about the different components of air. Air is majorly composed of nitrogen which is 78%. Okay, air is majorly made up of nitrogen which is 78% in air. Okay, next, the next major component of air, it is oxygen. 21% in air. Okay, next we know that oxygen, we need oxygen, isn't it? We breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide component of the air is much lesser than oxygen. Okay, and it's only 0.04%. Finally, we have to see other components of air which include water vapor, noble gases and dust particles. They make up 0.96% of air. Okay. When you look at this chart, we can see that nitrogen is the biggest component. See here, nitrogen is the biggest component of the air. Nitrogen is the biggest component of the air. Isn't it? Nitrogen is cream in color. Okay. And it's occupying the major component of the chart. And it occupying the major component of this chart. Next we have oxygen. See here, oxygen which is 21%. See here, this is oxygen which is only 21%. Okay, the second major component of the air which is oxygen. Next, we have water vapor and noble gases and dust particles which have how much? 0.96 percentage. Okay. Finally, we have carbon dioxide, which is the smallest part. See here, carbon dioxide. It is very smallest part of this chart. Smallest part of, you can see here in purple color, it is 0.04 percentage. Okay. Now that we know about the different components of the air. See here, once again, I will repeat you. We can see here, look at this chart. Here we see nitrogen. It is the biggest component of the air. Which is the biggest component of the air? Nitrogen is the biggest component of the air. And it's occupying the major part, understood, major component of the chart. Next we see here oxygen, which is only 21%. It means the second major component of the air. Oxygen is the second major component of the air, which is 21%. 21%. Okay. Next we have water vapor and noble gases, dust particles which make a 0.96 percentage. Okay. Finally, we have carbon dioxide, which is the smallest part of, understood, which is the smallest part of, you can see here in that is 0.04%. Okay. Now that we know about the different components of the air, you can answer these questions. Okay. See here, I will ask some questions. Which gas is the major component of the air? Which gas is the major component of the air? See here, first question is, which gas is the major component of air? Can you tell me answer? You know answer? Answer for that is nitrogen. Understood? Nitrogen, as we can see here, it is the biggest component of air. Understood? Nitrogen is the biggest component of air, present in air. Answer is nitrogen. Isn't it? Nitrogen is the biggest component of air. Nitrogen is biggest component present in air. Answer is, once again see here, which gas is the major component of air? Answer is nitrogen. Nitrogen is biggest component present in air. Okay. Next question is, which gas required for our respiration? Which gas we need for respiration? Which gas that we need for respiration is oxygen, isn't it? We breathe in oxygen. We want for our respiration oxygen. Understood? We need for respiration is oxygen. Okay. Let's see what percentage oxygen are present in the air. 21%. Second question, what percentage of gas required for our respiration? Oxygen, isn't it? Is percent in the air? 21% in the air. Clear? Okay. Next, what is the normal percentage of carbon dioxide. What is the normal percentage of carbon dioxide in air? We can see from the figure, see here, they have provided here the carbon dioxide 0.04%. Understood? 0.04%. We can also see in diagram that carbon dioxide 0.04%. Okay. Next, which is the least component present in air? Which is the least component present in air? Okay, answer. From this chart we can see here carbon dioxide, okay, is the smallest of the different colors. It is occupying the least amount of air, which is carbon dioxide. That means the carbon dioxide which numerical value is 0.04%. It is less than other numerical values, hence carbon dioxide is the least. Answer is carbon dioxide is the least component present in air. Once again, I will repeat, which is the least component present in air? Carbon dioxide is the least component present in air. Okay. Now let's move on the next topic. Okay. Once again I will repeat. Nitrogen is the biggest component of the air, isn't it? The second highest major component is oxygen in air. Okay. Next, we have water vapor, noble gases and dust particles which make a 0.96%. Okay. Next, last one is carbon dioxide, which is the smallest part, that is 0.04%. Okay. Next, now let's move on the next topic. We have an experiment over here. They want to show us that even when something seems empty, air is still occupied. Understood? Something seems like empty, but air is still occupied. So what they want to do, see here, you want to take a glass and put some dry paper into the inside of glass. Once again, see here, you take one glass, you take a glass and put some paper, dry paper into the inside of the glass. Okay. Next, when we invert the glass and press it carefully into a container that filled with water, this container that filled with water, you can feel, you invert the glass, understood, and press it carefully into a container, you can feel the air pushing your hand upwards. Understood? When we glass and press it carefully into a container that filled with water, you can feel the air pushing your hand upwards, isn't it? And also when you take out the glass, you can see that paper still dry. So if the glass was empty, then the paper would have been wet because the water would have touched it. However, they want to see that air is occupying the space. The air is occupying the space, that is why water does not touch the paper. Hence, it's still dry. Okay, because that air is occupying the space. Okay, that is water does not touch the paper, still it dry. It's still dry. You can also repeat the same experiment with the bucket full of water. You have to take the bucket full of water and the mug, and you will take mug also. When you try to turn the mug and push it into the bucket, you can feel force that is pushing you back, isn't it? You can feel force that is pushing you back. That is because air is occupying the empty space between the water surface and surface of your mug. Okay. Now let us looking to this activity. We need to match the diagrams, page number 79. Okay, match by drawing lines. Okay, see here. We need to match the diagrams. On the left side, the property of air that is listed on the right side. Okay. The first diagram is a balloon being inflated. We know that the balloons are very small before we blow air. Understood? The balloons are very small before we blow air inside or into them. Then they become very big and light. So what is this? That is going inside and occupying space. There the correct answer is air. Understood? Air is this air going inside and occupying space, isn't it? Once we blow air into it, the balloon became bigger, isn't it? The balloon become bigger if air occupies space. The air occupies space. Now, let us look into the second diagram. It means first diagram match air occupies space. Air occupies space. Okay, first diagram you match air occupies space. Okay, next. Now, let us look into the second diagram. We see here have a stick. We have a stick and two inflated balloons are tied to each side. We will take stick and two inflated balloons are tied to each side. The stick is now straight. Okay. Once you deflate and one you burst. One balloon deflated and one you burst. One of the balloons, the one side becomes heavier and the lighter side goes up. Understood? The lighter side goes up. Once again, you will take stick. Two inflated balloons are tied to each side. Okay. Next, the stick is now straight. Once you deflate or once you burst. Okay. One balloon deflate and one balloon burst. One of the balloons, the one side becomes heavier and the lighter side, what happened? Goes up. So the property this is depicting is that the air has weight. The air has weight. It shows us air has weight. Okay. Because the air has weight, the burst balloon becomes lighter. Burst balloon becomes lighter. The heavier balloon is one still has air in it. Next, third one is, now look at third diagram. Here what she is doing, she is trying to light a gas by blowing air on it, isn't it? So this is the property with face that air helps things. Which shows that air helps things burns. See here once again. Here she is trying to light a gas by blowing air, isn't it? Blowing air on it. So this is the property which show that air helps things burns. Understood? Air helps things burns. That's why when you blow on anything burning through a fire, it helps to burning, isn't it? So this process, this property air helps things burns. Understood? Air helps things burns. Okay. Once again, see here, ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ವಾಯುಗೋಳ. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಏರ್ ವಾಯು ಅಥವಾ ಗಾಳಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಅಧ್ಯಯನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಗಾಳಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ನೈಸರ್ಗಿಕ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾಳಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಅಥವಾ ವಾಯು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇದು ಭೂಗೋಳದ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ಕವಚವಾಗಿ ಹರಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಯಾವುದು? ವಾಯು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ? ಭೂಗೋಳದ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಕವಚವಾಗಿ ಹರಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ವಾಯುಗೋಳ, ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಏರ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್. ನೈಸರ್ಗಿಕ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಯುವು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು. ಇದು ಭೂಗೋಳದ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಕವಚವಾಗಿ ಹರಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. The earth is surrounded by layers of air is called atmosphere. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ವಾಯುಗೋಳ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ವಾಯುಗೋಳ. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್, ಇದು ಭೂಗೋಳದ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಒಂದು ಕವಚವಾಗಿ ಹರಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಯಾವುದು? ಗಾಳಿ ಅಥವಾ ವಾಯು ಭೂಗೋಳದ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಕವಚವಾಗಿ ಹರಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ವಾಯುಗೋಳ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇದು ಅನೇಕ ಅನಿಲಗಳ ಮಿಶ್ರಣವನ್ನು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಅನೇಕ ಅನಿಲಗಳ ಮಿಶ್ರಣವಾಗಿರುವ ವಾಯು ಸಸ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳ ಉಳಿವಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಅವಶ್ಯಕವಾಗಿದೆ. ಸಸ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಬದುಕಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೇನು ಬೇಕು? ಗಾಳಿ ಅಥವಾ ವಾಯು ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಉಸಿರಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೌದಾನೆ? ನಾವು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನನ್ನು ಉಸಿರಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಒಳಗೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೊರಗೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. isn't it? We breathe in oxygen, we breathe out carbon dioxide. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಗಾಳಿ ನಮಗೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜೀವಿಗಳಿಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಸಸ್ಯಗಳಿಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಬದುಕಲು ಏನು ಬೇಕು? ಗಾಳಿ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಉಸಿರಾಡಲು ವಾಯುವಿನಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಅನಿಲವನ್ನು ಬಳಸ್ತೇವೆ, ಹೌದಾನೆ? ಗಾಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಉಸಿರಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕೇ ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಉಸಿರಾಡದೆ ನಾವು ಬದುಕಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯನಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅವರ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್. ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅವರ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್. ವಿ ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಇನ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್, ವಿ ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಔಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್. ಉಸಿರಾಡದೆ ನಾವು ಬದುಕಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮಂತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಸಸ್ಯಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ? ಉಸಿರಾಡಲು ಅವುಗಳಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. ಇಂಧನ ದ್ರವ್ಯಗಳು ಉರಿಯಲು ಏನು ಬೇಕಂತೆ? ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಅವಶ್ಯಕ. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಯುವು ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್, ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಯುವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನಿನ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 78% ಅಷ್ಟು ಇದೆ. ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 21%. ಓಕೆ, ಓನ್ಲಿ 1%. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ 0.04%. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ನೀರಾವಿ, ಜಡ ಅನಿಲ ಮತ್ತು ಧೂಳಿನ ಕಣಗಳು ವಾಯುವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದ್ದಾವೆ? ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿದೆ? 0.96 ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಶ್ರಣದಿಂದಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಾಳಿ ಕೂಡಿದೆ, ವಾಯು ಕೂಡಿದೆ. ಇದರಿಂದ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಗಾಳಿಯು ಅಥವಾ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಮಿಶ್ರಣವಾಗಿದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅನೇಕ ಅನಿಲಗಳ ಮಿಶ್ರಣವಾಗಿರುವ ಈ ವಾಯು ಅನೇಕ ಅನಿಲಗಳ ಮಿಶ್ರಣದಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಒಂದು ಗಾಜಿನ ಲೋಟದ ತಳಕ್ಕೆ ಒಣಗಿದ ಪೇಪರ್ ತುಂಡೊಂದನ್ನು ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಲೋಟವನ್ನು ತಲೆ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನೀರು ತುಂಬಿದ ಪಾತ್ರೆ, ಗಾಜಿನ ಪಾತ್ರೆಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಲೋಟವನ್ನು ಅದುಮುವಾಗ ತುಂಬ ಎಚ್ಚರ ವಹಿಸಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಗಮನಿಸಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ನೀರು ಲೋಟದೊಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆಯೇ ಅಥವಾ ಲೋಟದೊಳಗಿನ ಪೇಪರ್ ಒದ್ದೆ ಆಗಿದೆಯೇ, ತೇವಗೊಂಡಿದೆಯೇ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಆದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇಪರ್ ಒದ್ದೆ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ? ಈಗ ಲೋಟವನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಓರೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ನೀವೇನನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸ್ತೀರಾ, ವಾಯುವಿನ ಅಂದರೆ ಗಾಳಿಯ ಗುಳ್ಳೆಗಳು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಸ್ಂಟ್ ಇಟ್? ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀರು ಲೋಟದೊಳಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಖಾಲಿಯಾದ ಲೋಟ ಖಾಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಏನು ತುಂಬಿಕೊಂಡಿದೆ, ಗಾಳಿ ತುಂಬಿಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಗಾಳಿಯು ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಆವರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಓಕೆ. ಖಾಲಿ ಲೋಟವು ನಿಜವಾಗಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಖಾಲಿ ಥರ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಗಾಳಿ ತುಂಬಿಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಏರ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ವಿಸಿಬಲ್. ನಮಗೆ ಗಾಳಿ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ, isn't it? ಆದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅದರ ಅನುಭವ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. isn't? ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾವು ಬಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿರುವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಗಾಳಿಯ ಅನುಭವ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾವು ಫ್ಯಾನನ್ನು ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಫ್ಯಾನಿನ ಮೂಲಕ ಗಾಳಿ ಬೀಸುತ್ತೆ, ಆವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಅನುಭವವಾಗುತ್ತೆ. isn't it? ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು ವೆಹಿಕಲಲ್ಲಿ, ಒಂದು ವಾಹನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೀಟ್ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಾಗ, ವಿಂಡೋ ಸೈಡ್ ಕಿಟಕಿಯ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಾಗ ಬಸ್ ಚಲಿಸುವಾಗ ಗಾಳಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ನಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಫೇಸ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಹಾದು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಅನುಭವ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. isn't it? ಗಾಳಿ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಅನುಭವ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಗಾಳಿಯನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ಬಹುದು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಎಸ್. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಖಾಲಿ ಥರ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಆದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ಗಾಳಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಜಾಗವನ್ನು ಅಕ್ಯುಪೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, ಆವರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನಮಗೆ ಖಾಲಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ, ಆದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಗಾಳಿ ಆವರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ. ನೀರಿನ ಪಾತ್ರೆಗೆ ಖಾಲಿ ಲೋಟವು ನಿಜವಾಗಿ ಅದು ಖಾಲಿಯಾಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದರ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಯು ಅಥವಾ ಗಾಳಿ ತುಂಬಿಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ. ನೀರಿನ ಪಾತ್ರೆಗೆ ಗಾಜಿನ ಲೋಟವನ್ನು ಮುಳುಗಿಸಲು ಒತ್ತಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಲೋಟದೊಳಗಿನ ವಾಯು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೊರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನೀರು ಆವಾಗ ಒಳಗೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಒತ್ತಿದಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಓರೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಗಾಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದು ಆವಾಗ ನೀರೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೇರಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಇದರಿಂದ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಗಾಳಿ ಇನ್ವಿಸಿಬಲ್, ನಮಗೆ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಅದೇನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಜಾಗವನ್ನು ಅಕ್ಯುಪೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಆವರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್? ಓಕೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.